news from Rafah.
Yeah, global outrage after dozens killed in Israeli airstrike on Rafah camp, making it sound, of course, like they were deliberately trying to kill civilians. No, is there a mention here that from there Rafah had been Tel Aviv had been bombed by Rafah? No, interestingly not. How interesting. This was a targeted attack on, and they got two very senior Hamas officials who were the ones who controlled that attack on Tel Aviv earlier in the day. And they make it seem like this is like a misguided missile. Anyone who's actually seen into this knows that it was a very targeted attack. Unfortunately, it seems like it was an ammunition dump, fire spread, and if you look at clips online, you can see munitions going off, Hamas munitions going off.
So you're saying the strike was... Because I think Netanyahu himself has said that there was an error made.
No, he hasn't said it's an error. He just said it's an accident in that they didn't intend for anybody, civilians, to be killed.
Right.
And it's interesting how it was published in different places, like the BBC and whatever, like some places going with mistake, and he never directly said mistake, but they've done it in sort of quotation marks. Someone mishap, someone said accident. It's obviously a tragedy. Civilians have died. This was tried to be avoided, but like I said, all I can say is I have seen for myself video, whether that video has been doctored or not, I don't think it was, and you can see a fire spreading, you can see munitions going off, and it's a tragedy.
Anything you want to say on that, Nick?
Well, not really, because, I mean, you know, I have to work with Josh, but no, I'm just joking. Netanyahu did say something unfortunately went tragically wrong, was a phrase he used. The only problem for me, you know, even if you are very on the pro-Israel side, the Rafah invasion is unpopular anyway, and then something like this happens, there's not much leeway for Israel to do things like this because it's seen as...
Well, they have to do it. They bombed their cities.
I know you said that. I'm just giving
not their
a tiny bit of balance.
I mean, it's like, what are you going to do? Like,
it has to be said, I mean, in the context of the conflict so far, dozens is a slightly, I don't know, it doesn't kind of outrage in this. I mean, we've been talking about tens of thousands killed already, haven't we? So dozens in a single incident and in a refugee camp, obviously, as you say, every life is a tragedy, but it doesn't feel like it's going to tip the balance particularly.
Of women, of children. It's horrifying to see. And those tens of thousand figures have actually sort of come down to, well, 20,000 of them, 13,000 were Hamas fighters, and so it's different. But see, of course it's a tragedy.